Okay, welcome back to DC TV for us. This is episode 2 on mental masturbation. Okay, so let me just tell you some of the things that I've seen in the last few years. You have people who are spending millions and millions and millions of dollars to save things like the whale, the spotted, a snail darterfish. And while I'm thinking about it, just you can look this up yourself. It seems like here lately there's a new species discovered. We realize that it's still here on the planet with us, that we thought was extinct millions or billions of years ago. And it washes up on shore or something. So there you have it. Nature is going to take care of itself. And if all those creatures have been gone, the ones that have been extinct actually really are extinct. And the world's still turning. And we're the only one not evolving. Sorry, Darwin. So anyway, let's look at some of the things that have happened, that I've experienced, that I've witnessed myself. I've seen churches with hundreds of thousands of dollars. And not just churches, they're, oh Lord, their assemblies, their congregations, and all of their unionized groupings, like Church of God, Assemblies of God, Southern Baptist, the Methodist. I'm not saying they don't do some good. In between the dumb stuff they do. Like, there are children that need shoes in the church, and some of them could use some food probably. Medical help, definitely. But some bigwigs come around, and they think that they've justified spending $20,000 to gravel grass. You get that? 20 large to put gravel and grass so some self-proclaimed so-called preachers and elders, most of these people don't even know what they're talking about. And I say that from a very guarded situation, because I know I'll get hate mail from that. But trust me, I would love to sit down with some of these so-called leaders sometimes, because I don't think they really know what's going on. As a matter of fact, other than the fact that Jesus was Messiah, I don't think they get much of anything. I don't think they know what Messiah means. And they can say it, but it's just rhetoric they can spurt out because they've heard it so many times. Do they believe? Yeah, probably. But do they really get it? No. How can I say that? Because the message is love one another. You will be known by your love for one another. Not you'll be known by how many trees you save, how many whales you kept from getting killed, how many parking lots you graveled, how many times you bought pews instead of feeding the hungry, and all this nonsense. You'll be known by the way you love one another. It kind of speaks for itself, doesn't it? Okay, so, having said that, you also have these organizations like PETA, the ASPCA, and these organizations that support things like, well, let's just come out and say it, okay? NAACP. There's one. AFL-CIO, civil rights unions. Really? I mean, the civil rights union, they don't really even have an address that you can look up. They're just like these ghosts. They wander in and out every time they see a prejudice somewhere. I just don't get it. To me, that money would be better spent fixing the problems we have here at home in our country. Look, I know people get discriminated against, but it goes beyond color. It goes beyond socioeconomic backgrounds. It goes beyond everything. It started back at the beginning of time. It's always happened. It's always going to happen. Does that mean we're not responsible for trying to help end it? No. It's the way we're trying to end it, by having organizations. Is hating on animals and nature and trying to stop that. Are we relieved from that because that it's a waste of money? No, we're not relieved from it. But money's not the answer. These organizations are not the answer. It comes with personal responsibility. So here's the thing. You cannot buy personal responsibility. You can throw all the money you want at it, and guess what? People are going to do what people are going to do. Okay, so that takes us to some of the needy things, like the people suffering from Hurricane Sandy or Storm Sandy. The people who were hit with a drought in the Midwest, which is affecting all of us. You know, those are some real problems that real people are facing. And, you know, I think it's sad that, you know, if it seems to me that if they would crawl around on all fours, howl at the moon, and maybe look cute and cuddle up in your lap every now and then and eat bowl from a food or food from a bowl, see how jacked up I am? Maybe, just maybe, you might spend some money on them. Maybe they would have a cause. And I see a lot of commercials that say, help the Sandy victims, help the Sandy victims. Yeah, I get that. But do you know that most of that money don't even reach those people? How many frauds are out there right now? Look, if you want to help, go out and help them. Go get a family, sponsor them, bring them home with you. Help them find a way to rebuild here or back home. Be involved. Oh, well, I don't have enough time to do that, DC. Okay, you don't have enough time? Bring them in. Give them shelter, food. Help them out that way. Let them put their money back if they have any. And, you know, there's a lot of people that have jobs, so they just can't leave that area. So when you get an extra dollar, send it to them. Send it directly to them. Make a pen pal. Anybody remember pen pal? Find somebody that's in a disaster-stricken area. Make friends with them. Talk to them on the phone. Write them. Be involved in their life. And then help them. But don't send the money to help a dog or a whale or a spotted owl. It's a bird. To quote probably my favorite comedian, James Gregory, when was the last time you went into a pet shop and said, man, you're out of owls. You're out of whales. How come they ain't no snail darters in here? Okay, so we're going to have more coming up in episode 3. And hopefully we'll get focused in on some solutions and some ways that we can be active and proactive and get America straightened out. Thanks for watching. Peace.